All right, we are getting this news. Before CB ransom, we are getting the news. On said Santa Koroko youth team no. Omunyina ne Asante Koroko team no ete efie. Good. Now it's unconfirmed. So we are waiting for the confirmation. News na yenyane say a branch of an ISAAKA ABDUL. On said nra obi o monitor channel meka no wasempa. They say unconfirmed news. Just ISAAKA ABDUL was shared 12 goals in 7 matches. Eddie Asante Koroko youth team no. He's been solid. He's been a phenomenal, an excellent goal scorer. News saying say Kanye say so Chinawote say Coach Ogum Eddie ne wuremu Asante Kotoko. The main team no amanaba beye wabeka match day squad no ho. Don't be surprised. On the Kotoko team no register players no. Tieni omo register youth team players not the fry. So anytime you want to call upon the player to make an appearance, you can do that. But what is any community? So Ovoka, Emisa, Sa, Godfred Kodia, Ali Mohammed. These are players are on my senior team night training. But I'm picking this news. Like I said, it's not confirmed. Say ISAAKA ABDUL. Ebetimi ameki the match day squad. Eddie Asante Koroko. Nese ban so so ba the list of young players. Ali Mohammed the onya meki Kotoko match day squad no. Ba ya na ye kwa adakwaja ache ne hu se he's been training with Asante Kotoko. But ISAAKA ya meki the team, which is an interesting conversation if you ba yet the mamo live on this very channel. So say if later in the evening bemudia, then you know say ote or a platform where. So apart from that, Santimia this weekend the crana what I'm picking here say because say a striker and I say Kotoko Minta Eduku Kwame Poku, the only player out of the strikers or on your fit no a branch friend Albert Amoah. Tiana emisa na besho, but this news is coming in and yeti edi kan de ma and sakra ne ewuramunti ye behe whether ochina obemeki the squad or not, but intwe ehombrato. He's a good player and I spent a lot of time talking about him. Ni him said based on enra nimfo na on say nkoni team ni be train am ye hunu wo ho na nke the story number. So it was started because a hint be no bitiam now so, but it's looking like one here it might even happen earlier than we even projected. So ISAAKA ABDUL has been promoted to the Asante Koroko main team, but match day squad and a bit made the surprise element on bit me the asim amanet me ababe match day squad. Kotoko team na nkasa de youth team no or say JC number 9, but more to come later in the evening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye. Right, good evening and welcome to Porcupine Stand here on YouTube. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And radio so and I de Bremo. A lot of issues during the day. Yabubon and kakra, yabubo boson kakra. I dey serve my free anopano from Sante Koroko injury situation. A man tia yenhwehwemu a dead say womuni ahoden baaku mienu bibi ntino. Omuntimi nsi akan ni bi no yede ni nyina bro on this very channel. Sene obenya munti ase na fata. Enya no pe ene de dia bro. Jade the plan, Coach Ogum press conference. Ninsencho for Brosia Asante Koroko media. In Koma do a Coach Ogum ni Asante Koroko media di no. Yet media no so bro on this very channel. Send your benyanti asye yi. Ewa nkomonum ne bibia etimi sipi na etimi sita. Ye de sanchi mono. Edi bro on this very channel. And you know, pet and in some idea, bro. Ya confirm Commander graphics story and the amount at the atwaso. And some lawyer Safuduku as to the two a bro confirm more story no. Yeah, they also a bro in previous video. In the idea, I think that when it comes to Kotoko Samoa, ye nyabotre adomo sukwaye bebre ho adwuma at the amount. Tell you about 10 years see. Well, if you are I ain't mean your ho adwuma. I mean, what will be the structure of Asante Kotoko for tomorrow's game? Players bang and a Mickey the starting 11 for Asante Kotoko. Players bang even Mickey the 20-man squad for Klaba. The fan Asante Kotoko. And in and somewhere ha as I said, yeah, the mount na HME. Even content na anka sampono, the AstroTurf project. How AstroTurf project in Ekono. Now who be here say no credible bro on this very channel. But like I said, and no crown ho adwuma mponi nyanye emfam besom eye enano pay emenioma entimi nko yie. Nti nsam no de obebere wa ha. Baby yin nkaka. Well, Ochana Sante Kotoko against Legon Cities. And it promises to be a tough match. I mean, from Wild Stars to Legon Cities, anytime you're Mebe Kumasi Biano, you enjoy the quality of play. There's a ball now. Teams Nimu Bono. Ayana Kono. Ayana Nika. One major thing, Nipa be some questions. Ochana match num the fitness of Asante Kotoko players. The Ghana Premier League teams, and share down ball for almost a month, about one match. Nana polling incident is on 2nd February. Roman 9th. I feel that teams neighbor 9th and 8th. What this means is that there was a break, a long break. And FA Cup na Ghana Premier League teams neighbor, we saw some level of reaction based on the injury issues of the players or the fitness of the players. Players ni bibra na pre-pressure omo na omo to omo no yehu de see at the end of the day no emrante ni bibri wo ha bibintino. Look at a club like Hatofo Golden Kicks eyomo free mo in the MTN FA Cup, and coach Watara a country has in penny for me brace na omoko break no omo reduce ade friend workload, the training load eba form and ema omo begine mu no whilst the Division 1 teams were playing omo Premier League teams no because omo reduce omo work rate into and omo workload into no it affected them at the end of the day, and they were not able to deliver the right kind of performance na omo expected. Atram divisi ana divisa baby and Gold Stars efrimu, and that was what happened. They could see and say Gold Stars ko pie mu Accra omo lose and no share league now. One of the teams on more form pie baby and Gold Stars. But right after the game, coach from Poman City to just almost breaky boys now there was this level of uncertainty around when the league will come back and when they will play Nintino. A moment me and your energy and Kwankobo. Media be free in the FA Cup. I mean, they will lose to Park Academy. Park Academy, a Division 1 club. Park actively no more ball a year the Division 1. And media coach to say something similar. So Kotoko for almost a month. The only major competition as Asante Kotoko Abo or match. Make a major competition yeah, boy any major competition. The only match as Asante Kotoko Abo Diana Kotoko boy on Wednesday. Friendly game against Kim Faisa. Kotoko shake Kim Faisa by 2-0. That is almost a month. Boy Kotoko Abo. Yes, based on the info Kutayeno, a bra league in the break no. Kotoko ma the senior team players ni na training no. On say Kotoko clubhouse hono. There is a gym. Nti the enemy ni say nenye the more structured. But na Asante Kotoko players na engage in what they call individual training. The Kotoko Chiremuni say players bit sa Wuche, players bit say Albert Amoah, Freddy Kasare, Omoana Omepra, Emmanuel Entry, yes, na entry so count. Omoana Omepra no more gain recovery, na Omo ball mo kakrano. So be home bana, your training be a see at Nefem, emanitimi gaini and Wadia, obetimi the senior team na babisi akan. So for that batch of players there, no more call adakwajache, any Kotoko youth team no echo ye training. The air running, the air kicking, no more call ye. Until Coach Ogum in the previous video crack confirm say, na Albert Amoah youth team ni training. And I feel no who said no team air pick up or my progressing from the youth team to the senior team. So the big question has to do with fitness. Say Mrantieno, etne future, you know, or my hockey can it same. Fortunately, Kotoko resume training, no. Now Omoya not pay for the first 2 weeks. But this week dear, yeah, Joade baby, no Omoya once a day. But I'm starting na coach Omoya not pay because na opese boys ne tena fie kakra no na so mo heart capacity ne omo fitness na be there be drop it ti kwan be nso ne yesan soldier na gu omo so a ama omo atimi returning as soon as possible omo ha okika no atimi aba as soon as possible no manya ade e kono proper match fitness for the task ahead. And no there so far I think say between Asante Kotoko and the other Premier League teams at Asante Kotoko, but there's one thing. There is a massive difference between training load and match load or match demand. During a match, the demands now send your bit may live up to expectations is different from during training workload. Training, no, yes. Makoko training grounds, there are some type of trainers and training bu Asante Kotoko team no, omo park no mienu. No park no mienu no. It is difficult for players to rest. Say you training now home there because up and down, way, but parking is to 22 no be chasey. There is pressing, there is quick thinking, quick passes because the 22 players need a smaller space. And that kind of training more being rest. It's a park in this one. When one side is dominating, the defenders can be standing on to mean international, but he will not be running actively. Sometimes the midfielders' job is to receive the pass and recycle, but defenders, they get some level of breathing space or ultimate commoners because the wingers are not taking them on. But if my park naked to the end, so be about way, and not the pressure. Emma a different form of demand. MOB intimate rested, MOB intimate relaxed, MOB intimate diagro. I know the course work training. But the big question is it enough for them to introduce that to the field and sustain their fitness throughout the 90 minutes? One thing that you should know is right after Kotoko game of Oberborn Ochina against Legon Citizen, there is another game against 11 Wise. Oberborn Sunday, no about Wednesday, then you play another Sunday. So fitness no format. Babo Bako Abekom Yenun Miensano, bones a weakness a start issue. So that is something that we'll be looking at. Legon Cities, do they have the capability to cause any surprise in Ghana Premier League? Let's not forget that. They were the first team at Chiasante Kotoko, first defeat of the season. Legon. First defeat, Kotoko 2-1. And that match created a lot of issues, including goalkeeper friend Freddy Kasare. Now, this is it. Mohamed Kamara picked a red card against Inswaterman, and he's out of the game. After pinching, referee decided say, issue red card on my Mohamed Kamara so red card. I know ADP free more. It means that Kotoko will have to deploy a new goalkeeper. Kotoko ball friendly game against Kimfesa. See a shame Mrantia Kotoko the ball the friendly game against Kimfesa. You can easily believe say Freddy Kasare are the most matured and experienced goalkeeper. The obetimina boss to Mohamed Kamara. He is set to start because for the past 1 month he has returned and he has been doing his training. But it's against a clubber, a man in losing a slot as the #1 goalkeeper for Asante Kotoko. So after the Legon City's match, and a Kotoko Bible against Heart of Lions, coach de Kamara Betuma. Kamara kwa clear ball ko clear ko to Obin Junior ni Obin Junior aboshe. So so Legon Cities and starte e ma Fred Kasare. Ne go dano ana ne Kotoko matches them no start to call from. Now he's coming back against them. This is a brilliant opportunity for him to make a good case for himself. Yes, the contract won't seminar daho. But you see, as long as Onyanko signing my club, then he's still a Kotoko player. But the most interesting part is, can he make a case? Ebema the conversation. Say club ninye di obetimi bia to renew the contract of Fred Kasari. Ebetimi akoswana. It will depend on Ochina match. The return and coming back to Baba Sports Stadium for that wonderful performance. Or to start on a good note. At least, send yebeya Nana Polo free mono. Yebetimi started our comeback by moving forward, fighting so hard for the league. So Fred Kasari definitely. It look more likely as the goalkeeper to start. Only Benjamin Chum and the 2 goalkeepers are based on our investigations. Coach Ogum select Yomo for the day. During the week, Lord Amoah at me a full training. Last week, I am share kakra, but week with me starting a training ne kama. And yes, he was part of the players are no more the recovery sheet. But when you had the ADFN proper medical clearance, the medical team of Asante Kotoko are clear. Branch FN Lord Amoah, I'm gonna make it a 20-man squad. And don't even be surprised if Watanabe so started. Lord counts you in with a lot of a year quality. Conversation around Brekum Chelsea players are Kotoko form one and Semba Hono. And now Umpu, Patrick Essiedu and Lord Amoah is the narrative. Almost the narrative. The last 2 players are Kotoko 5-3 Chelsea before Lord Amoah and Patrick Essiedu, ne Kalu Watara and Henry Ansu. And yen ebedi nkomo se Jumedia na kuo ni person omo yen omo ntimi ensiano. And even to the extent that after Ansuba and Kotoko now have to go back to the transfer market. Sign Samba, sign Ablo, and Ablo ne Samba be 2. Branch of Henry Ansu. But every season be a Kotoko modemo meso eni no. Nipa omo boama Kotoko modemo so eni mrantie mienu a obesi omo di mu ntintimai ema Kotoko modemo so eni umpo. Brantia, the friend the fullbacks of Asante Kotoko. Anytime be a Kotoko exceptional fullbacks, left back or right back, or modern so any no, a treat tokro a chireho jina, nim hoson trans no toto. So we are seeing Lord giving assist, we are seeing Patrick giving assist, and the 2 Nina make it together with Daniela Jete on the right side, and Akwesi Asante and Nsemoho. Akwesi send your coach Ogum did 2 die in the previous video. No, Akwesi recover from a hamstring injury. Into Akwesi enka team no. But coach at the 4 central defenders na eko game no. Henry Ansu, Michael Sifa, Joseph Ablo, and Samba O'Neill. Into the defenders no. After the 2 goalkeepers and defenders no, ebeye Marco 7. Ewa Asante Kotoko nshishi mu. 4 central midfielders, 2 fullbacks. And 1 right back, 2 right backs, and 1 left back. Now, Kotoko numbers in terms of the defense. Now, edu there dimpa, you can even expand it to a 3-back system. Even if Ulusu Patrick Essiedu will expand it to a 3-back system. Or adia baako ananse abe common in the modern day coaching here say coaches need to 4 center backs. At the point, so here Arsenal. Calafiori is a center back, but with me operating from the left. Timber center back, or both from the right. Ben White is a center back with Timber from the right. Now when you Gabriel and Saliba, Ateta timi bo mu nyina nti omo de obi entra omo gina chire ho omo adwuma no. Kotoko with Sifa, Ablo, Samba, ene Ansu no Kotoko betimi abobi. So even if Akwesi Asante is injured, recovering from a hamstring, Kotoko still have players to do their job. Now, in if you want Kotoko lusu players mienu, Justice Blay, ene Michael Chejamna. A hard game because Blay has been a pillar, ne partnership with a branch FN in team men who Kotoko and we all know player baako a yenyine bomb pass ejana na waso na ansa na league ni ko break no obetimi asan betoa so Andrews in team menu. So I study the defensive midfield positioner. A position players entire recognition. Recently play on recognition from the defensive midfield. Rodri. Our team this our position in Ballon d'Or. They bought the great Barcelona team under Pep Guardiola twice over Juma Tata Martino, Ebe Remo, Luis Enrique, even to Ernesto Valverde, Ana BASSEY League. There was Sergio Busquets. But now on time, Tessa man for Bonidin. Normally, we talk about Xavi, we talk about Iniesta. Because normally buying the goal area. But Sergio Busquets, now more what we call balance. Claude Makelele, enya fans, sir. Fernandinho, Man City, no enya fans. N'Golo Kante, Benyebi. ACN mo. But Casemiro, for instance, at Madrid, enya Casemiro, Neno United. United this season, look at a player like Manuel Ugarte, solid performer, but on your applause. A dear fan number 6 for no. Sana in team menu the NIO KOTOKO. Or Jumano, box to box recovery, joining attack, shooting from distance, maintaining possession, covering of spaces at the half spaces opponent in a creative player and the person use to exploit it at the Punisher Sante Koroko. And the obvious replacement for Justice Blay in this game, by Samuel Tinedu, getting another opportunity to play against his former club. So, Tinedu's first start for KOTOKO was against BASSEY Stars. The game ended in a draw. He had an impressive performance. And Coach Ogum rewarded on a performance by starting him against Club FN Legon City, the former club Accra, and it was not the best. Tinedu went to but they say, Blay free honor. Akwenya abeda se na meka Fred Kasare de na akwenya abeda se ono any abrantia ye fe ni team Tinedu betimi aye adwuma no. There is more about the Tinedu conversation because at the point when you said transfer there was a player called Hafiz Ibrahim or Atram. They say kwa we two kwan or call Egypt or call North for baby either Egypt or Tunisia. I have to check or call sign a contract. KOTOKO at the point wanted him by nyam penifo etijina said Debbie. As a set Tinedu na boho. Blay ni who set Tinedu bo. KOTOKO supporters di Tinedu di pa. Kebehe kon obefaso ye adwuma. There is Babaya. There is Michael Chejamra in the midfield. Elvis Cheba is around. Saka Dauda is around. The front three of Eduku, Minta, Kwame Poku, all these players are around. For Asante Koroko when it comes to Ejuma. No Peter Aqua, no Albert Amoah, Avo Kamo. So as steady these youth team players have been doing well for Asante Koroko youth team. So Avo Kamo benya a chance to get closer to the senior team. We need a yen share for Asante Koroko squad. Namia Dumom de Kwakobo against Club FN Legon Cities. Emmanuel Jemfiaba. Baba Ayaba. Tinedu in team menu eso ho a omunyina players available for Asante Koroko. Maka just Saka Dauda, Elvis Cheba for Awuchi ewo ho na wanya abranche freno Kwame Poku Beye is around wenya Samson Eduku wenya Isaac Minta had a wonderful game for Asante Koroko. Ebra Kotoko Piemu nso atre had an excellent game. But red card nearby and as a coach making some sacrifices. Okay, at that match, coach ball front two or ball mienu penny home fin. Nti baba aya na we pra na ya pra nti baba ankobi. So coach decided so bo minta any abrante fen Kwame Poku we anim ho. Eno ball Peter eno ball abrante a your friend Saka Dauda. Eno gina mfimfin ho with Justice Blay ni team menu. Send on best sustain it. That was the new strategy. It's not in team or advanced areas or joining Isaac Minta for them to search forward. I know the strategy of Kuchugum Edikura this particular game. So don't forget that Baba had me from the wings. So if Peter Akweniho, Nasaka Dauda Feta, we can have a partnership of somewhat Tinedu in team menu. Baba on the wings. Now when you abrantia friend Saka Dauda when you fitness for Isaac Minta, any abrantia. Your friend Kwame Poku to lead the attack for Asante Kotoko. Now, club FNO LEGON Cities. I mean, Emmanuel Jemfi, anytime you're against Asante Kotoko, it's a different beast altogether. I'm using the word beast because anytime you're against Kotoko, time or Diana, Ayana and Niabre per se, or make a statement. Now, LEGON City is a fighting relegation, but after the appointment of Yahweh Champon, it looks like almost fortunes necessary. And it's not going to be an easy match for Asante Kotoko. And me and just brush LEGON Cities aside. Say match with the Kotoko Babechi LEGON Cities as almost 4, 5, 6. It is a match that Asante Kotoko will need to bring their A game. As a Kotoko Kenya ne ho, Emma ne home so, a pija ne modern boom and san wetimia dinkunim. And that is the story. For security on some day, I bought the video of Lea Safuduku and other conversations on more show on of the new measures that gives you a great form of stadium experience. And on in common. Frederick Kasari, Benjamin Chung, Daniel Ajete, Lord Amoah, Patrick Esiedu, Nawababenya Eye, Michael Sefa, Henry Ansu, Samba Ono Joseph Ablo, Babayaya, Emmanuel Entry, Samuel Tinedu, Andrews, Intim Menu, Solomon Kwekusai, Elvis Chebafo, Saka Dauda, Isaac Minta, Kwame Poku, Samson Eduku, na wanya branch fa na voka na omo so aba ka ho amadwumadi na tinya ko pepepe se ne Asante Kotoko company for hwe ni mti Albertamoa out akwesi Asante out Kamara out because of suspension, Justice Blay out because of suspension, Tejamana out because of suspension. Then you move forward to a year Peter Aqua or recover now when ya Albertamoa or recover and a Fernando Wisdom BASSEY out also recover. So these are the critical players out, and we are wishing Kotoko all the best. Minim so China Asante Kotoko chita for be Cambo Mada or Dosrun Kwedi at the Achena Napoli, and we will top it up with a wonderful win to start the operation of Kotoko doing well in the FA Cup and also trying to do well in a year the Ghana Premier League. China, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.